there seems to be a lot more momentum around this build to rent movement, and you hear all these things. And why is there a demand? We hear about a lack of inventory, and we know that there's an affordability crisis. So what problem does this, in particular, these build to rent developments, solve versus going out and just building vertically? Like, why are we targeting neighborhoods instead of apartment complexes? This is where I'm going to get on my soapbox for just a minute here. I think when you hear about real estate investors coming in and building a build to rent community, the first thing that comes to mind is like, okay, we have these major institutions that are coming in and removing the opportunity from everyday Americans to be able to purchase and own their individual home. Do we want these institutions owning entire neighborhoods? But I think something that's also overlooked is the amount of risk that you as a builder, as an entrepreneur, as a fundraiser are taking, because there's so many unknowns, right? There's government regulation, the cost of money. And what you're really doing is putting yourself out on a limb, taking a risk and building a structure that people can then safely reside inside of risk-free. You're the one carrying that risk. If there's a default, if you don't finish on time, if the cost of goods and supplies to build increases, you're the one carrying that cost. And so I think when we're having this conversation, we really need to be open-minded about the pros and cons of the community net benefit, because a lot of individuals, myself included, I'm individually not going to go out and take the risk right now as a developer because the cost of money is too high. And so